Hello, everybody. This is John from Solutions with John. I hope you're all doing well out there today. We're here today to review a product with you. The name of the product is Product Launch Toolkit. I'm going to get started here and see if we can take a look at this product. I want to begin by sharing my screen with you. So let me go over here and give you an idea of what this product looks like. There's a picture of it right there. You can see of what it looks like and everything that you'll get if you end up purchasing the product. This product is laid out essentially where it works you all the way through product creation from the very beginning to the very end. The very beginning being from where the product creator, in this particular case, Robert Paleo, helps you with niche research starting out and helps you with the fact of finding a particular niche area that you might be interested in, gathering that information, and along with that, he recommends several different areas to look into to find that particular niche that might be something that you want to check out. So for example, he recommends looking on Facebook, he recommends looking Google, ClickBank, and while he talks about looking at all these different areas, he doesn't suggest that you spend a lot of time looking at these different areas. He suggests that you maybe spend 6 to 8 hours max, and then you move on. Let me show you another screen that I have. Let's see here. This is actually the table of contents of it, and it works you through and gives you an idea of actually the whole product. The product comes in both PDF version. It also has a video product to it, so if you really don't like PDF, it has a video edition. It also includes graphics to help you when it comes to creating your product, and then it also has a member-only part to it as well if you need additional help with product creation that has additional videos within that member-only site. As I was mentioning a minute ago, as you can see right there on the screen with niche research, he goes into some detail there talking about how to pick out an area of niche, what to look for. For example, in ClickBank, when you open up one of those 23 different areas within ClickBank, if you only see 2 or 3 things within that, that gives you a little bit of a clue that that might not be something that you want to look into, that possibly is not something that's really selling very well, and that you might want to look into some other areas based off that. If you move on down in terms of choosing the type of product, from there, he, within the product, talks about everything from PDF to videos to audio files to software and plugins and to graphic and templates. Now, with each of those products, he goes into detail explaining the advantages and disadvantages of each. Such as with the digital products, you have no overhead with that, and just when it comes to creating it and getting it out there, all the advantages of that when it comes to marketing it. So with each of those, inside that, he points out those strengths and weaknesses. As far as pricing your product, that is some of the information with each one of those: video, PDF, software, plugins. He talks about the price points and the range of the price points with each of those, what he recommends, and why you might not want to price your product too low and all, versus why you don't need to price it too high as well. From there, he goes on to talk about your website preparation and what you need to do in that. And essentially, with the website preparation, he walks you through. Some of this will be rather basic for some of you, setting up a website from the beginning, setting up your hosting, domain selection, so on and so forth. Others that could be real beneficial if you've never done website development before. But within the website, he also notes, and this is something that can help you out, certain pages that you need to create, such as an affiliate page, a one-time offer page. So he notes specific pages that need to be created within your website versus if you just have a general website or a blog. Those are things that he does specifically point out, that if you're creating a website for our product, what you need to have in there in terms of pages. He goes on from there to talk about your autoresponder, the different autoresponders that are out there on the market, and his personal preferences, which one he likes, and how to go about setting up that autoresponder. He speaks about the fact of, as most of you know, the importance of building a list, and not only the importance of building an email list, but also a buyer's list. So down the road, if you come out with future products, you have someone who possibly was interested in your previous products, you have a new product, possibly in the same line of things. As a result, you can possibly market to that individual. So, therefore, the importance of your autoresponder. From there, he goes on to talk about creating an account on JVZoo. Now, JVZoo is not the only particular market area that he discusses within this particular product. He also mentions ClickBank. He mentions Warrior Plus. And with each of these, he talks about the pluses and minuses, what the cost is on the front end to market your products. And then he goes on to talk about the actual process, walking you through what the process is in terms of actually setting this up within, for example, JVZoo. One thing I liked about this product overall was that Robert provided screenshots all the way through the product, whether it was at the very beginning with niche selection or, for example, like right here with JVZoo, showing you screenshots to really kind of help you out and say, okay, this is what you need to do here, this is what you need to do here, so it was not simply text. And I thought that was really a good thing, especially if you've not done a product setup or creation in JVZoo before. From there, he goes on to talk about adding your product to JVZoo and the importance of creating a sales funnel. And this was more about when it comes to dealing with affiliates and setting up the details of the product, the one-time offers, the downsells, putting in some basic things such as the URL for the landing page that you're creating, and then really creating the identity of the, or selecting the identity, product identity for the category that the product is going to be going into, and making some other selections as well, such as, is this going to be on a dime sale? The particular checkout method you're going to use through PayPal or various other methods that they offer. So he explains all of that as well. From there, he goes on to talk about preparing for launch day and creating a buzz around your product and planning your whole day, pulling together affiliates and how to go about doing that and getting those affiliates motivated, recruiting those affiliates, and to get the word out, not only through your own personal list, but also through other methods of using those affiliates, such as this right here, a review about your product, so that the news gets out there that your product is launching. And then he goes on to recommend specific sites to post your product on, to note the fact of when that launch date is going to be, such as JVZoo, or a couple others that he mentions as well. He certainly mentions Facebook, given the fact that it has over 1 billion users on it, too. So, finally, he goes on to talk about the actual launch day and what you should do on that particular day. And on launch day, he talks about the fact that he recommends, if possible, taking that day off if you actually have a full-time job. Now, of course, that's his personal preference. Um, then from there, he talks about the fact of making suggestions, of making the day run easier, helping out your curiosity. And one thing he recommends is using like a PayPal app if you have a smartphone, for example, so that you have an idea of how many sales are coming through, and then that way you're possibly able to offer some of your affiliates some motivation, depending on how things are going, or if you have a time sale going on and all like that, you can possibly cut some things off accordingly. So then he wraps everything up in a conclusion and provides additional resources. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this product is created through several different resources in terms of what it has to offer. Let's see here. Where are we at here? There we go. What it has to offer, and one of the things that it has to offer is not only the PDF in the video format, it also comes along with graphics that help you out as far as setting up. And that was something that was really important as I was looking at the graphics, and so I think that'll be something that was really, or is really, beneficial to you as well. So that's pretty much my review of the product launch toolkit. Like I said, some of the real positive things I liked about it was the fact that it walks you all the way through it. It provides you with visuals. It's not just text. And it takes you all the way from niche selection to the very end of the day, of the conclusion where you're actually marketing the product. Then at the same time, some of the things that I didn't like about the product was possibly the fact that it had some more basic things in it that maybe weren't needed, such as website setting up or selecting a posting, some real simple things like that that probably most people who are into product launching are already going to know about. So hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, click on the link to get your copy of it. And if you will, send me over your receipt to solutionswithjohn@solutionswithjohn.com, and I have a series of free bonuses for you. Thank you very much. Have a good day.